Out of, I think it's about 300 songs, 4 chords, and yeah, it was real early little kind of rock and roll thing.
He needs no applause. Paul McCartney simply writes melodies generations keep while history nods. The bassist, who reshaped popular music with 3 Liverpool bandmates, penned ballads that made grown men cry. He forged hooks that would not leave your mind. He designed sounds few had imagined before. As I moved into songwriting with pieces like Yesterday, but brilliance recognizes brilliance. Even the creator of Yesterday and Let It Be meets songs that halt him. Compositions so perfectly made, so completely realized, they awaken a rare feeling, envy. There are moments when McCartney hears another artist and thinks one thought, that should have been mine. The icon has spoken. His selections expose 5 songs that lingered in the mind of the man who wrote so much remembered. 1. God Only Knows. Some songs impress. This one overwhelms. In 1966, Brian Wilson sat at a piano crafting melodies while the Beatles ruled radio everywhere. The Beach Boys had thrived on surf and sunshine, yet he aimed to show his group could reach the human spirit directly. Tony Asher wrote lyrics beginning with an unusual confession. The opening line acknowledged love might not last. Wilson hesitated, calling it too negative. Asher insisted. The conflict created the emotion. The doubt strengthened the devotion, and they kept it. Sessions at Western Studios captured something new. Carl Wilson sang the lead with aching fragility. The arrangement blended harpsichord, strings, and horns into careful balance. Engineers labored over every layer. Production lasted weeks because Wilson would not compromise. Each note counted. Every harmony had to match the sound he imagined. When McCartney heard it, he knew at once it was a masterpiece. He later said the Beach Boys' harmonies deeply influenced him. In a 2007 BBC interview, he admitted the song makes him cry each time. He explained that melody, harmony, and lyric unite into something beyond ordinary. It is only a love song, he said, but perfectly done. The impact peaked in 2002 when McCartney performed it with Wilson in Los Angeles. During rehearsal, he broke down. Singing beside Brian overwhelmed him. The vibrations reached the heart. For him, this piece held unmatched emotional force. McCartney has called it the greatest song ever written. From the writer of Hey Dude, the praise carries enormous weight. To him, God Only Knows marks the summit of emotional songwriting where vulnerability becomes timeless art. 2. Fields of Gold. Some songs paint scenery. This one preserves it. In the early 1990s, Sting looked over the barley around his English home and watched the wind ripple gold. The view stirred something deep within him. The motion felt like a quiet dance. Nature embraced the harvest. He lifted a guitar and began composing. The melody arrived as softly as a summer breeze. Lyrics pictured lovers walking through fields and promising beneath open skies. The structure stayed simple, with modest chords and clear form. Beauty lived in restraint. Recording for his 1993 album, 10 Summoner's Tales, captured that pastoral calm. Acoustic guitar formed the bass, while light instruments supported it. Sting sang with gentle certainty. The production left space for listeners to imagine their own memories. McCartney heard it and instantly connected. He later admitted he liked Fields of Gold and felt he should have written it. At a 2018 Liverpool Institute appearance, he said it openly. He enjoyed the song and then confessed he wished it were his. He joked to Sting, "You stole my song." The humor hid admiration. The track held melodic grace, emotional honesty, and love of the English countryside they shared. Sting responded with humility, saying praise from someone he owed so much meant everything. The Beatles sparked his teenage path into music. Now his idol applauded his songs. The moment felt like a perfect full circle. The track became a wedding classic, an anniversary staple, a score for times when hearts needed proof that love survives the years. For McCartney, Fields of Gold reflects English pastoral craft where plainness carries deep feeling. 3. See My Friends. While many songs chase trends, this one set them. Ray Davies came back from Bombay in early 1965, exhausted, walking a shoreline before sunrise. The vision froze him in place. Fishermen moved toward the sea, chanting together as they hauled their nets. Their voices formed a low hum in the heavy air. That sound struck Davies deeply. The melody lingered in his mind. Once home in London, he shaped the memory into a song. Sessions at Western Studios in May 1965 captured something new for British rock. Davies lowered his 12-string tuning, creating a drone echoing the Indian tambura without Eastern instruments. The feedback stayed precise. The repetition felt trance-like. Brother Dave layered slide guitar drifting like a tide below. The words held two meanings. At first, Davies said it touched on taboo subjects for 1965. Later, he shared the real source. His sister Renee died suddenly after he gave him his first guitar. The friends across the river symbolized absence, sorrow, the loved ones left after affection fades. Released in July 1965, it reached number 10 in the UK. 4 months before the Beatles cut Norwegian Wood with sitar, Pete Townshend quickly saw its importance.
He admitted borrowing the drone idea for his group's records. Mick Jagger praised it openly. McCartney reacted more emotionally. Dave Davies remembered meeting him at London's Scotch of St. James Club. McCartney spoke bluntly. "You bastards," he said. "Why did you do that? I should have recorded it." The envy was clear, yet the respect was obvious. Kinks. We adored their first hit, "You Really Got Me." For the guitar, Ray Davies later wrote about McCartney's words in his memoir. That exchange affirmed the Kinks' experiment. They reached raga rock before the Beatles. They introduced the tone that fueled psychedelic exploration. McCartney's reaction proved their success. The track shaped later music. Norwegian Wood followed soon after. Within You, Without You arrived once the 1966-67 experimental era matured, all tracing back to fishermen chants on an Indian shore. For McCartney, See My Friends marked the breakthrough he missed, where Eastern spirit met the British invasion ahead of its time. 4. Just the Way You Are. Some songs pursue flawlessness, but this one embraced reality. Billy Joel sat at his piano in 1977, preparing a birthday present for his wife, Elizabeth Weber. The tune came naturally. The lines promised acceptance. Don't change for me. Remain yourself. The feeling carried honest warmth. Still, Joel worried. The song seemed too soft for his artistic image. He told producer Phil Ramone he wanted it off The Stranger. Ramone objected firmly. Linda Ronstadt and Phoebe Snow heard the demo nearby and urged inclusion. Joel finally relented. Recording revealed quiet elegance. Joel's piano led the sound. Richard T. added Fender Rhodes color. Strings appeared gently in support. The mix favored intimacy over spectacle. Each part served emotion. The recording felt classic despite modern methods. Released in September 1977, it rose to number 3 in the US and number 19 in the UK. The single ruled adult contemporary radio through January 1978. 2 Grammys came in 1979, Record and Song of the Year. Reviewers hailed the melody's precise design. Michael Gallucci ranked it among Joel's finest works. McCartney listened and connected instantly. Asked what he wished he'd written, Joel's ballad led his picks. He called it a bridge between past and present composers. In an HBO documentary, he said, Billy's debut grabbed attention. The record signaled a major talent arriving. McCartney spotted the craft at once. He noted melodic richness and emotional clarity. Joel later labeled the song Cursed. His marriage to Elizabeth eventually collapsed. Each love song he penned seemed to end the romance. Listeners ignored the private story. They heard a lasting declaration of love. For McCartney, Just the Way You Are perfects the acceptance-driven ballad tradition. 5. Stardust. Many songs define periods. This one reaches beyond time. Hoagy Carmichael wrote the melody in 1927 in Bloomington. It appeared complete, wistful, and haunting. Mitchell Parish later supplied the lyrics. Together, they made a work that outlived them both. The piece resisted its era's expectations. Standards then favored bright tempos and dance rhythms. Carmichael instead offered reflection. The tune unfolded slowly so notes could linger. Parish's words matched its mood. Images of memory carried gentle nostalgia. More than 1,500 artists have recorded it since. Each version uncovers new shades. It fits any style, yet keeps its core identity. That adaptability shows its brilliance. McCartney knew it from his parents' era. Their music hall songs shaped his melodies. Asked again, Stardust remained his first choice. In 1994 interviews, he praised its dreamlike pull. He admired its structure and emotional power. His own ballads reveal the influence. Yesterday, The Long and Winding Road, and Maybe I'm Amazed echo it. All favor melody above production. They place feeling over cleverness. He learned restraint from Carmichael. The piece embodies pre-rock elegance. Craft once outweighed novelty. Songs aimed to endure rather than top charts. For McCartney, Stardust laid the foundation of the American songbook. He believes a song matters only if it outlives its moment. These 5 works show emotion, invention, beauty, melody, and grace. From Wilson's genius to Carmichael's bass, they mark his ideals. Which choice surprised you? Share your view and subscribe for more musical insights.